one-man show, and my show is called the Artistic Talent Show. And I'm going to give you everything you need to know about what I'm doing for the art world in Brooklyn.
Right now, he's going to show me what my picture looked like. And Mr. Isaac, I have my eyes closed. I'm ready.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So
I'm
here's
ready.
her picture.
Can I open my eyes now?
Already completed, and it's going to be a first time seeing her own picture. And what we're going to do is let her see her picture. Matter of fact, I should give it to her, right?
I don't know.
And let her
I'm
see
excited.
her own picture. So you can take a look at your own picture.
Oh, I can take a look at it.
Yeah, it's your picture.
All right.
And then you can show it to the viewers. You can
Okay.
take the whole thing off. You don't need all of that.
I don't need that?
Nah, once you
All
take
right.
it off, you got it.
So this is the before picture of me. That's the picture that Mr. Isaac took, and
Yep.
this is the one that he sketched. Oh wow, I am so pretty. Well, you guys have to see this. Can you see it? This is so cool. This is beautiful. I love the eye. I love my eyes in this. I really, I love it. Can you see it? I'm not sure which camera to show it to. This is me, a sketching picture of myself.
Now, here's
Wow.
another thing I did too, because I'm promoting this art
Wow.
for the viewers, what people want to buy it, and I put something extra into it.
Really?
Where when you get this
So
picture
this
right
is mine,
there,
right?
that's yours.
I love
Also, whoever's going to get this or buy their own, you get a
it.
card
Wow.
with the same picture in it. So you'll get this as well.
Oh my God.
You'll get this as well. You'll get a card.
So we could actually make postcard or
Yes,
invitation cards
yes,
like this.
Yes, with a portrait drawing of yourself, and you can send it out.
That is so cool.
So now you have a regular portrait, and
Right
you
here.
will have a card included into it.
That is so
So
cool.
now you can
We
show
could definitely.
the people the same
Wow.
thing. So
Think
now
about
she
it. You
has
could
a
do your own
card.
invitation with your own picture.
Yes. And
That
that's
is so
promoting
cool.
my art where other people can see it. And you can imagine family, friends, loved
like
ones, associates, anyone that can see that and they want a portrait done, well, you can come to me.
And where can they get in touch with? I'm so into my picture.
Well, y'all can get in touch with me at, I'll give you my website and my email address and my phone number. My website is
Hi, I'm Nikki Townsend, and you're watching the Artistic Talent Show with Melvin Isaac on BCAP. Today we're looking at some wonderful pieces of art that are all done by Mr. Melvin Isaac himself. Right here, we have a wonderful piece. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's got 3 dancers, and they look so graceful. It's done in black and white pencil. Mr. Isaac has brought just such a gracefulness out of these dancers. You see the woman lean back, and it just looks so wonderful. It could go in any room of your home. Then we come down to the piece beneath it, which is also one of my favorite pieces. I love the colors and I love the texture. This piece brings back a history that I like to think about sometimes, especially looking into her eyes and seeing the colors behind it. I see me back in Africa in a tribe, and I see her looking down at maybe her own newborn child and wondering what his future will be like, wondering what her future will be like. And I see her strong Mandingo warrior beside her, just there to protect her, there to stand beside her. So this piece actually brings out so much emotion in me, but you may look at it and see something different. But that's the wonderful thing about art. We can all look at a piece of art and it can pull out different emotions from within us, from our past, or it can take us to a new future. Each person can look at this and see something different. Over here, I'd like to take you over to the praying hands. This is more of a traditional piece. When you see the praying hands, you see Jesus, you see comfort, you see the Lamb of God. You see so many different things when you look at that piece. It's just something that comforts a lot of people. I love to look at it because you don't know whether those hands are black or white. You don't know whether those hands, what race they are, what history. All you see is the comfort of your Father, the comfort of the Father looking down on you, and it just brings out a warmth within you. Up here is some of our black leaders, historically African American leaders that have taken us through the years of civil rights and through everything. We've got Dr. Martin Luther King, we've got Frederick Douglass, we've got Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. This piece is just amazing because it takes you through your history in America as blacks and what we've gone through to get to where we are today. If you look and see, Melvin Isaac's art is all a variety of different pieces that can take you through your history to where you could be in the future. I love this. It's the communication drum. That's the name of this piece. It's a wonderful piece because you see different faces. You see a lion in the background. You see just all types of forms of what African Americans are. Over here, you'll see Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You'll see a piece of Mr. Isaac himself. Like I said, if you're looking for great art, if you're looking for pieces to purchase, contact Melvin Isaac. You'll see the information come across the screen. Thank you for watching. Please join us again next time.
Did all these drawings, and he's on BCAT. He has a show on BCAT, Brooklyn Community Access Television, which is on television. So we're basically trying to get people's input. How do they feel about black art? Have they ever seen black art? Who are the black artists? Like, his point of view is everybody, we all are gods, and he has a very strong point of view. So we just want you to look at it and tell us how you feel about it, and would you buy something like this?
Yeah, I would. I would love this in my room right there.
You love it in your room? Well, why? Do you like the colors, or you just like the fact that there is a god? It looks like an African god.
Yeah, it looks like I'm representing for something.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love this in my room.
Okay, that sounds good. And how much would you pay for something like this?
Like this, I don't know.
I just guess.
Like 200.
Okay.
That's a good price?
No doubt. That's a very good price.
How much does it cost?
I think that one is a little bit under 100 or so, but I'm not sure.
That's good.
I don't want to misquote you.
I thought it was more expensive than that.
Well, what you can do is you can tune into BCAT and see yourself on BCAT and your thoughts. And thank you so much. And what is your name?
Ricky.
Ricky. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Right here, this is a drawing, and what this is African drums. And to go back into perspective, into our history, this is what we knew, because we told our stories. We actually gave signals, and we told you if anybody else is coming into the neighborhood, and we actually play our music. All of this is through our drums. So actually we're talking to you through drums. And this is where we started at before we came to come to this country. Okay, so the rest of these people that's over there, as you can see, they just other black people, very inspiring people that's sharing their story along with the drums. So whatever the drums are saying to you, if you hear drum beats, or if you hear any drum beats, they talking to you and telling you their stories. Okay, action.
Hey, you guys, how you doing here? Where are you guys from? Boston. So you're just visiting? Yeah. Okay, so we have here Melvin Isaac. He is a local sketch drawer. So you guys are going to be on Brooklyn Community Access Television. Can you just give me a point of view here? What do you think about his art? Does that stand out? Would you buy something like this?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind putting that in my dining room.
Okay. Are you familiar with any black artists?
Nah, not any by name.
No, just the Picassos and okay. All right. So when you look at the art, what do you think it symbolizes? Just from your point, what do you think it symbolizes?
Looks like it's strength. We call it like strong art.
Okay. Strong colors. Strong colors? Yeah, the colors are strong, but I know you guys have to get shopping, so thank you for your time. You guys are wonderful. You see, that was painless. All right.
She is so patient, just been sitting here for a while, and she's very serious. And you know, we just met her, tell her what she posed for the art, and this is what she's been doing since. I don't know, it's been about half an hour or so, but it's just inspiring me to see someone just sitting there as we are doing art. But I definitely will do a sketch for her, do something so this way she can have her own personal art. So I just want to have something for her that makes her just sit there. So would you please Now, I did this picture at least about 6-7 years ago. Now, I took my picture and put it in the outfit of a king. And the reason why I did that, because this is the way I see myself. And this is the way I want you to see yourself, as a king. Because this is what this is all about, you being who you really are. So being a king and you seeing things a different way, that's the way I see myself. So all these colors is actually showing part of his warrior that you've taken over, you've taken leadership position. And the other part is actually showing who you are. So if you see the African culture, you'll see the same type of colors, which is gold, green, and red. That's what it's showing, a king outfit. So think about what I'm just saying to you, the way I see this picture. And this is the way I'm telling my story.
With Linda. Linda, how are you today?
I'm okay. Great.
Okay, is this the first time you've ever done this before?
Yeah, it's so spontaneous, yeah.
So spontaneous. And are you familiar with black art? Like, who are your favorite artists? Do you have any?
Basically the well-known ones. Yeah, the Picassos, yeah, Monet.
Gotcha. Okay, so what do you think about this art that has been displayed by Melvin Isaac? Would you buy something like this?
Definitely, because it shows a piece of our history and it really accentuates us as a people.
Okay. Okay, and what about his theme, you know, with empowerment, feeling empowered, you know, we are somewhat gods of our own. What do you think of that theory?
I think it's a pretty strong point of view, and I would definitely hang this in my house and show, you know, my son that, you know, he is strong and he's powerful just through art.
Okay, great. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you.
Hi, this is the Black Perspective art show. This is my website, and I want to just share a few things with you. One of them first is my art. The title of this art is called My Ancestors. Now, to explain it even more, I painted it on a canvas, and this is a very exercised canvas. Is 24 by 38 in size. Now this is an oil painting, And what I'm doing is telling you a story. And the story that I'm telling you is regarding my ancestors, of how we got here and brought to America. Now, as you can see, it's showing you that you have a white master with a gun. He has a long shotgun or whatever you have there. And backing him, he has slaves and chain and shackles. Now, these are my ancestors. These were, if you are black, this is where you actually came from. You was brought this way from your mother's land. Your culture, our culture, which we had our own language, whether it was Swahili or something, depending on what particular nation we was living in. And our lifestyle, our religion was much different. We still believe in God, but even our rituals, how we conduct ourselves as we growing up, all of this was taken away. Some of the things as how we communicate was by drums. We would communicate back and forth to just to be either letting you know of an event coming up or warning of danger coming into our nation or whatever. But these are the things that we used to have, and all of this was taken away from us because we was brought to another land and brought as properties. First, as you can see, we are coming from our mother's land, and from this point on, we are going to the ship, which is either the Mayflower or whatever name that they had. So we was lined up in that ship as stocks, and from that point, a lot of us had died on that ship. A lot of us was raped, a lot of us was murdered, thrown off the board, but we were just used as properties. Once we got to America, and then we was put on an auction, and we was sold as properties. I mean, we was bid for the highest bidder. And from that point on, we was divided whether we was going to go into the field to pick cotton for our slave master, or we was going to go into the house and worship him and slave for him. So from there, we was raped, hung, beaten, torture, and all y'all know the rest. So all this was done to us to get to this land right here. Now, as time passed through, the president, Abraham Lincoln, he went to abolish this situation by the proclamation Emancipation, or I believe it was the Emancipation Proclamation. And from that point on, we was let go. Now, some of us decided to stay, and some of us decided to move on and join the military and claim our freedom. And when you look around today, as you look into a lot of blacks, a lot of us, of how we achieve wealth, how we pull ourselves from this particular situation, you look around, some of it's still leading on or pulling ourselves out of this through either our religion, or we got educated, or we still into the mode of being enslaved ourselves with drugs, alcohol, jobs that we don't like, and relationships that we end up getting slaved by, and etc. like that. So it depends on how you look at your freedom. Now, I'm going to read just a short poem by this particular person. His name is Blue. Now, I'm going to show you the book, and it depicts most of the stuff that I was talking about, is zero into it. Now, one of them is from the Corner of Stories, and this is a pretty good poet, and I'm going to just read you some parts of it. Cause freedom of speech is the way to release steam, and tension is a tightrope, so I thread lightly. But I think that someone put soap up under my feet. I slipped and let my enemies know that they had me tripping. I tried to be slick, treat them like a lady, and buy them a new pair of shoes, hoping that they'll walk out of my life. Now that's just a short poem. And so with this thought, I want to show you other series of art that I have. And it's, some of it's also for just showing and selling as well. So you can view my website. I have a lot of stuff on there. And I'm going to also give you ways where you can reach out and try to help yourself through fundings and grants. So I'm going to put a few of them up there. One of them by the name of Puffy Grant, that's in New Jersey. And I think that's a very good one that you might want to attend to. And you had several more called the New York Foundation of Art and Eklund and Green. But the title of this picture is Christ. Now, this is a oil painting and is 18 by 24 canvas with a beautiful gold frame. And the story that I'm telling about Christ is in all of us. The different heads that you see around this is letting you know that however you see Christ, if you are black, you see him as a black person. If you are white, you see him as a white person. If you are Indian, you see him as an Indian person. If you are Spanish, you see him as a Spanish person. If you are Chinese, you see him as a Chinese person. This is controversial because of the different various of heads that you see in the culture. But this is what Christ is telling us. He's in all of us. He lives in everyone. So this picture is great. Now, the scripture that even makes it even more greater and self-explanatory, it says Genesis 1:26, which mean in your Bible is that God said he made human as the image of us. And he was talking to all the other angels. So he said, I want to make the human as the image of us and let them go become fruitful and fill the earth. Isn't this it? Isn't all of us the image of God? Doesn't we have all the qualities and the divinities inside of us as of being affectionate, love, caring, kindness, forgiving? All of this is in us, and that's what's in God. So this is what he's telling us, and this is what this whole picture is relating to the world about. So it's a great picture of Christ. That a lot of us that have been brought up in the neighborhood that have been plagued with violence, which is crime, gangs, prostitution, a lot of drugs, and a lot of killing. And unfortunately, I've been brought up in that neighborhood. I have been raised and born in Brownsville. This is where we at right now. And I've been born at 289 Blake Avenue, which is right in back of me right here on the 6th floor. My last name is Isaac. I'm just coming back because I formed a new organization called Artistic Talent. And this program can help turn other youth lives around in something positive. So it's something that I'm doing to give back to the community and have the community see there is somebody that can reach back to you and give you something real positive, because I never had a mentor or big brother to tell me something good. It was always something bad that I learned from. So this is what I'm doing now. And I have another young person right here that I just met, because they didn't know who I was and I didn't know who they was, but I just met him. And I guess he's gonna say a few words. So let me hear from this young person right here, and I guess he's gonna tell us who he is, his name, and how old he is, and maybe you want to express what's going on with here and how he would like something positive to be introduced into his life. So go ahead, you can, tell us your name.
How you doing? My name is Joaquin Smalls. I was born in Brookdale Hospital, and I'm being raised in Bayview Projects and Brownsville Projects, 300 Sutter Avenue and 281 Dumont. Both my grandparents live out here. And I'm just trying to say that Brownsville is no joke. Like, my cousin, he died at 16. His name was Shaquille May. One of my friends, he just died. He's 12 years old. And Brownsville is not a good thing, but you gotta stay strong. If you can afford, this is the only place you can afford to live. You gotta live. But this ain't what it should be. But back in the day, it wasn't like this. This is what I hear from my parents or from the people that I idolize. But people in where I live at, they call me Joaquin, or they call me Wild Money, because that's like my street name. Like my friends call me, and I would like to. My dream is to become a basketball player, and I like to hang out in Brownsville because I got my friends. All people don't do bad, but it's just that when people do things and something happens, like everybody say, bullet doesn't have names.
Yeah, you got about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I gotta stop doing this because you taking people's lives, taking parents' lives, and all, taking children's
I hope
lives.
y'all hear that out there, viewers, what this young man said. How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old. And you see how his perception is, how understanding he is with his own community. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why I came back, because I want y'all to hear these stories. I want you to hear situations like this. Well, you can understand how I feel about it because I've been through all of this. But now there is, like I said, there is a program that I had already formed. And this program already started, and it's called Artistic Talent. And I want to try to get as many youth into this program as possible because it's something very positive. What I do art. I'm an artist. I do drawing, painting, and all that kind of stuff. There is other people that's in the program that's willing to help. And what they do music. One of the guys, he plays an instrument. He could teach you how to play this instrument, how to blow this a horn or a saxophone or whatever he might do. Is another one, he's a writer, and he could teach them how to write and to do their own scripts. So you have all these people here willing to help out young people like this.